New York using mass graves amid coronavirus outbreak. Workers in hazmat outfits were seen using a ladder to descend into a huge pit where the coffins were stacked. The location is Hart Island, used for New Yorkers with no next of kin or who could not afford a funeral. New York State now has more coronavirus cases than any single country, according to latest figures. The state's confirmed caseload of COVID-19 jumped by 10,000 on Thursday to 159,937, of whom 7,000 have died. Spain has had 153,000 cases and Italy 143,000, while China, where the virus emerged last year, has reported 82,000 cases. The US as a whole has recorded 462,000 cases and near. The drone footage comes from Hart Island, off the Bronx in Long Island Sound, which has been used for more than 150 years by city officials as a mass burial site for those with no next of kin, or families who cannot afford funerals. It is probable that many of the coffins are for coronavirus victims, but it is not clear whether they fall into the above categories. Burial operations at the site have ramped up amid the pandemic from 1 day a week to 5 days a week, according to the Department of Corrections. Prisoners from Rikers Island, the city's main jail complex, usually do the job, but the rising workload has recently been taken over by contractors. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio indicated earlier this week that temporary burials might be necessary until the crisis had passed. "Obviously the place we have used historically is Hart Island," he said. The number of coronavirus deaths in New York State increased to 799 on Wednesday, a record high for a third day. But Governor Andrew Cuomo took heart from the fact that the number of COVID-19 patients admitted to New York hospitals dropped for a second day, to 200. He said it was a sign social distancing was working. He called the outbreak a silent explosion that ripples through society with the same randomness, the same evil that we saw on 9/11. Another glimmer of hope was heralded on Thursday as official projections for the nationwide death toll were lowered. Dr. Anthony Fauci, a key member of the White House's coronavirus task force, told NBC News Today's show on Thursday the final number of Americans who will die from COVID-19 in the outbreak looks more like 60,000. In late March, Dr. Fauci estimated between 100,000 and 200,000 could die. The world has so far recorded 1,607,595 coronavirus cases with 95,785 deaths and 357,164 have recovered. To prevent coronavirus, wash your hands frequently. Maintain social distancing. Avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Practice respiratory hygiene. If you have fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical care early. Stay informed and follow advice given by your healthcare provider and your government. Subscribe to Kenyan News Today channel for latest updates.